Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to solve another LeetCode problem statement, that is reverse a word in a given string. This is problem number 151. It's of medium category problem statement. So here we have given a string, and what we have to do, we just have to reverse the word in the given string. For an example, the given input is the sky is blue, and the output should come blue is sky the. Similarly, here in example 2, you can see we have some leading as well as trailing white spaces. So what we have to do? Before we reverse it, we just have to remove this leading as well as trailing white spaces, and the output should come as world hello. In third example, you can see we do have some extra white spaces in between the two words. So what we have to do, we just have to replace all these extra white spaces with a single white space, and then we have to reverse the word, and it will be example good A. This will be your output. So this is the step. So let me quickly jump to the board and we will discuss what approach we have to follow in order to solve this problem statement. Okay, as we discussed, the first step is we have to remove all sort of leading as well as trailing white spaces. In order to remove the leading as well as trailing white spaces, what we have to use? We have to use a method called trim. This is present in string class. After that, we have also discussed, like, if in between we do have multiple extra white spaces, in that case what we have to do, we just have to replace everything with single white space. So for that we will be using replace all method. And post then, once you will remove all sort of thing, what you have to do, you just have to split the given string by using split method, and in regex we will use white space. In the very next step, what we will do, we will create one string builder object, and after that we'll start the iteration of this given array in reverse way. So iteration will be in reverse way. And after doing that, each and every word we will simply append in this string builder which we have created. And at the end, we just have to simply return this string. So before returning, we will just convert this string builder to string and we will return this. So this is the approach we have to follow in order to solve this problem statement. This is the pseudo code. So let me quickly jump to the LeetCode compiler and we'll write a code for that. The first thing which we have discussed is we have to create, we just have to remove all sort of leading as well as trailing white spaces. So for that, I will be using a trim method. And after that, what you have to do, you just have to replace all the extra white spaces which we will have in between. So for that, we will be using this regex. This is for extra white spaces, and we'll replace it with single white space. And what we are going to do, we are going to store it in the same object. Okay. Once you are done with this, the next step is, as we discussed, we have to create one string builder object, and we'll start the iteration in a reverse way. So before starting the iteration, what we have to do, we just have to split it. So in order to split that, we will be using a method called split, and we'll use some white space as a regex. So let me start the iteration, and it will start with str dot, it will be str dot length -1. I will be greater than or equal to 0, and every time I will keep on decrementing. Then in the very next step, what we have to do, we just have to append the things. In order to append the things, what we will be doing, we will be using sb.append. Okay. And what we have to append, we have to append the word. So it will be str of I. Okay. Also, we will add one condition. If the value of I is not equal to 0, right, then what we will do, simply we will append white space as well. So sb dot append, and here I'm adding white space. And at the end, what we have to do, we just have to return the sb. So before we return, again we'll use We'll convert this into string and we will use this string method if we will have any leading or trailing white spaces. Let me quickly execute this code and we'll see whether it's working properly or not. Okay, so here both the test cases passed successfully. So let me quickly submit this solution. Okay, so all the 62 test cases passed successfully, and this is the approach we have to follow. If you like the video, do subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day.